Welcome to this video in the Network Optimization series. We will bridge the connectivity gap and provide a comprehensive technical guide on how Wi-Fi boosters eliminate dead zones and extend high-speed coverage. The core operating mechanism of a booster involves 4 steps: signal interception, local amplification, dynamic rebroadcasting, and a client handshake for seamless transition between the router and the booster. The booster's relay architecture acts as a bridge, communicating directly with the source. It manages bidirectional flow simultaneously and can clone the network name for a unified user experience. We'll now look at the taxonomy of solutions, comparing repeaters, extenders, and mesh systems to help you choose the right device. Hardware comparison matrix summarizes the key differences. Wi-Fi repeaters use a wireless relay but have a high bandwidth impact, while mesh systems offer minimal impact for multi-story luxury homes. Key technical components include dual-band radio for 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz support, high-gain antennas to pick up faint signals, MU-MIMO tech for multiple device communication, and gigabit ports for wired connections. Basic repeaters face a bandwidth bottleneck due to the half-duplex penalty. They can only receive or send data at one time, effectively halving the potential throughput, resulting in up to a 50% maximum speed reduction. Strategic placement is crucial. The sweet spot rule dictates placing the booster halfway between the router and the dead zone. Keep it away from metal appliances and aquariums, and line of sight is ideal. Physical barriers account for 40% of signal interference, followed by distance decay at 30%, EM interference at 20%, and hardware age contributing to 10% of the factors. The evolution of Wi-Fi enhancement shows progress from Gen 1 repeaters to Gen 3 mesh systems. The future, with Wi-Fi 7, promises 320 MHz channels and ultra-low latency relay. This video covered optimizing connectivity for the modern digital era. Thank you for watching.